What's going on, guys? Riley here, and I'm doing a Q&A because why not do a Q&A in a time like this when everyone's locked in their bedrooms watching YouTube or Storyfire or jerking off or doing something. Well, I thought, why not have you guys ask me questions and I'll answer them, whether it's about shallow or whether it's about what's my favorite color or whatever you guys want to ask me. And you guys did not disappoint. You guys asked a lot of questions. Some people asked like 5 questions in one comment. So highly appreciate that, guys. Appreciate the feedback, engagement. So yeah, let's get started. Slick asks, will you be making more written stories based on shallow? Yes, 100%. That'll be happening. I'm already doing that pretty much during lockdown, quarantine. I've been writing a lot of stories for shallow and that universe with the characters and all that. I think it's really fun. I think it's good mental practice to do that and kind of get my mind working with writing scenarios and that whole shallow universe and everything. I think it's a lot of fun. So definitely plan on more stories coming out, being added to the shallow written stories playlist. I just dropped one like a couple days ago, the angry Bob Ross written story, which I thought was pretty funny. So check that out if you haven't already on my profile. Stealth Fox asks, what was your inspiration for the Shallow series? I have a lot of TV shows that I really like, that I've always liked, that I get a lot of inspiration from. South Park, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Workaholics, The Office. Yeah, I could keep listing more, but those are definitely the first to come to mind. So I get a lot of inspiration from those as far as comedy, writing, and stuff like that. So Jake the Snake 3 asks, what was your favorite and least favorite childhood memory and why? Favorite childhood memory would have to be going to North Carolina with my family every fall. And the trees are all colorful and shit. And we'd carve pumpkins up there and stuff like that. That was I would do that every year growing up for as long as I can remember. So that's definitely a lot of good childhood memories have come out of that. As far as bad childhood memories, I mean, I'm sure there's some things that have happened. There's a lot of shit that's happened, but nothing that's really like stuck out to me or given me like PTSD that I think about every night. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's stuff that I could come up with if I sat around and thought about it for a long time, but there's not really an embarrassing moment that I can really think of off the top of my head. So I'll have to get back to you on that one. But yeah, Golden Lyrics asks, do you have a favorite TV show? Yeah, definitely South Park and all those other shows that I listed for inspiration earlier, because you tend to be inspired by the shows that you really like. So there's a lot more shows that I like that I'm just not thinking of right now because I'm put on the spot with answering these questions. But yeah, South Park is I have like South Park fucking everything. I love that shit. I mean, I literally have a South Park lanyard that I use. So News Stories asks, do you have any plans after Shallow? Maybe a new series or a Shallow spinoff? Yes, I can't say what I'm planning, but I'm planning a lot of shit. As far as Shallow, that's going for, until further notice. There's not really a definite end right now. As far as, as long as you guys are watching it and people are enjoying it and it continues to grow more on Storyfire, I'll definitely keep it going. Because I love doing Shallow. Shallow's awesome. But as far as spin-offs and everything, I have thought about that, and I do know what I would do, or what I will do. Obviously, I can't go into detail about it, but let's just say I'm really excited. I think you guys will like it a lot, and time will tell what happens with everything, but just know I'm going to keep making stuff. A lot of shit, and I don't plan on ending it anytime soon, or ever, so, yeah. G. Baltz asks, what was your first job? Well, he asked a lot of questions, but that was his first one. What was your first job? First job was, I was a helper at a Christmas tree lot. I was probably like 10 or 11, and it was Christmas time, and I needed money for, I don't really know, probably to buy like Minecraft or something. I needed money, so yeah, that was my first job, which wasn't really a job at all, but yeah. G-Balt's second question is, what was your most embarrassing moment? Most embarrassing moment, I would have to say, there's not really a moment in my life that's been like, wow, that was really embarrassing, that I think about or that I could remember off the top of my head. I mean, I'm sure like if you go back and look at the old videos and content that I used to make, that shit's pretty embarrassing because I thought that shit was good at the time, and it's not good now. But yeah, that stuff is pretty embarrassing. Stuff I've done in the past, I guess, could be called embarrassing. We all have regrets, choices we made, stuff like that. But yeah, what pisses you off is the third question. A lot of shit pisses me off. So much that I could keep going on, and this video would be like 4 hours. But I try not to be that angry about stuff, but a lot of shit pisses me off. A lot of little things can piss me off, but trying to do better with that. But trying to think of like examples. One big example of something that pisses me off is someone who talks down on you and acts like they're more wise than you, or yeah, like someone who, it could be a family member or just someone you know, who will be talking to you and they'll kind of like reprimand you kind of and act like they're above you in a situation. And I get it's different if like someone's more intelligent than you with a certain subject or something like that. It's fine, whatever. I don't give a fuck with that. But if you're just talking about something generic that you know damn well both of you, or it could even be a group of people, you know damn well that everyone's on the same page and everyone knows more, the same level of knowledge about it, then I hate when that one person is like acting like they know more and they're, talking down on you and shit like that. Shit like that bothers the fuck out of me. And that's just one thing. Like there's pet peeves. I have a lot of those when people sneeze and they hold it in and they do like, I fucking hate that shit. Just let the sneeze out. Honestly, just let it out. I don't like that when I see people like, that shit bothers the fuck out of me. So I don't like that. I don't know why it bothers me. I just don't like it. And I don't like when people like push in the little things on the McDonald's cups. Fuck that shit. I don't like that either. So what?
I do that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't do the sneeze thing though.
I don't like. Yeah,
that shit hurts. That hurts when you do that. Like
people think that I guess they don't want to bring attention to themselves or something. Like I don't know, but you bring a lot of attention to yourself either way. And you're like, I fucking hate that. So yeah, that bothers me. G-Balt's last question is fame or richness. That's like picking between two evils, but I would have to pick richness just because I could support my family and friends with whatever they needed. Yeah, I mean that's I would have to pick that, even though money doesn't buy happiness, but I would have to pick that over fame. Because yeah, I mean being famous is great. I mean, if you're famous for something that you like doing and you're passionate about, then that's awesome. I would love to be famous for film and shit. But if you're just famous for doing nothing, then I mean there's people like, look at the Kardashians. They're just famous for being sluts. I don't know what they're famous for. I really don't. But yeah, if I'm like that, then I would just off myself because Kyran, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name right. Cyran Z Creeper asks, why are you so entertaining? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I don't know why. I didn't even know if I was entertaining to some of you. But it's awesome to see you guys supporting me, and the community on here is fucking great. I couldn't be more thankful for you guys, genuinely. The feedback and support for Shallow and what I'm making is awesome. and it just keeps me going. It keeps everyone going on here, I think. It's a really awesome thing to see. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And thank you to everyone who watches me and supports me. And, yeah. Dylan DeVille asks he asks a lot. This is the first one. What artists do you like listening to? Favorite artist is Tyler the Creator. That shit's dope to me. I like that a lot. I've been listening to him for a long time. Went to his concert like a year ago. Yeah, he's definitely my favorite for sure. As far as like other artists, I'm very picky with my music. I'm not into the stereotypical mumble rap nonsense bullshit that a lot of people like. All that Lil Yachty. I think that shit sounds retarded, low key. No offense to people who like it. I hate it. I really hate it. I mean, I like pretty much all genres. Alternative rap, alternative rock, rap. There's some pop songs that snap. Yeah, man. I like a lot that's hard to list all of them right now. But yeah, Tyler, Odd Future, like all those people, definitely fuck with them a lot. So next question that Dylan asks is, what do you think of an episode of Shallow where Riles and Drew go on a road trip where they meet other Storyfire creators? Funny you say that, Dylan, because that has actually been talked about before. I think either me and Caleb or me, Caleb, and Josh, like a long time ago when we all were on Shallow together, we talked about that idea. It just would be a lot to plan and put together, but it's definitely not
impossible.
It's not impossible. Yeah, it's not. I would be in the wrong place to say like that it will never happen, because it would be really awesome. I think it'd be really funny, and obviously I want to meet all you guys. That would be fucking sick. And yeah, so again, time will tell, and we'll see where time takes us. But hopefully that could be a thing. Genuinely, that could be a thing, depending on how time and other things unfold. But yeah, for sure, man. Brent Wright asks, who is your favorite athlete? Not much of a sports guy. I've never been into sports, really. I mean, sure, like, I don't know, like Mike Evans or like Evan Longoria, but those are like the Rays and Bucks, and that's just my hometown teams. I think it's definitely, I respect sports. I respect the hell out of them. I love the competitiveness of it. And yeah, I just never got around to getting into it really. But yeah. Next question is from Brent again. What is your favorite movie? I have a lot of favorite movies. I like a lot. Like, it's impossible to pick a favorite. I like a lot of Seth Rogen movies, Will Ferrell movies. I mean, Seth Rogen movies I like This Is the End, Pineapple Express, The Interview, Sausage Party. I like those. Those are fucking awesome. Will Ferrell, like I like Step Brothers. Fucking.
What is that one actor who does the Mask movie?
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is probably, I think he's my top actor inspiration. Like, I think he's like Dumb and Dumber. Like, that movie's fucking. That's probably my favorite ever comedy movie, because I watched that shit when I was like 9 or 10 at my grandma's house, and I fucking would watch it like a million times. Like, I love Dumb and Dumber, and even Dumb and Dumber. Like, I've actually gotten like a little bit of like inspiration from that when I would like implement their kind of like chemistry into like Riles and Drew. So there's a lot of movies that I like, but I can't list all of them, obviously. This Is the End is fucking sick though. I'm gonna say that again. That's a good movie. That's a really good movie. Okay. Next question is, who is your favorite actor by Brent? So yeah, we pretty much just went over that. But yeah, Jim Carrey is like high up there. Will Ferrell, Seth Rogen. As far as like serious actors, I mean, like Leonardo DiCaprio is a good serious actor. I like him. Well, actually, Joaquin Phoenix is probably my top serious, like, dramatic, you know, Oscar-winning actor. He's dope. I like him a lot. But yeah, I try to get my knowledge about all actors and keep tabs on all of them. So I like all of them. I like what all of them are doing. So Marin Production asks, any future characters or cameos that you plan within Shallow Season 2? Definitely, yes. It kind of brings me to a good point that I want to say in this video. Some of you probably might know about the news. But yes, I'll start with, there's definitely characters being planned and cameos. There's a lot, especially cameos. There's good shit that I'm planning that I think a lot of you will not only really like, but also be really surprised. And I can guarantee you, I can promise you that it's not just empty promises. Like, I do have shit that's lined up that I've been sitting on for a really long time that I'm very excited about. So yes, stay tuned for that for sure. But I wanted that brings me to the point as far as characters and how the show's working. If you guys haven't already heard, my friend Caleb is stepping back from Storyfire and Shallow until future notice. It's indefinite. Who knows, when he'll be back. But he has some personal things that he needs to deal with right now, that he made the decision on his own to kind of step away from Storyfire and work those things out in his life, just for the better of himself and to work that out. And it's nothing to happen between us. He actually typed out a whole post and put it on this account. So if you don't believe me for whatever reason, you could always go check that out. It's not anything that happened between us, but he came to me and said that he wanted to step away from it and do his own, focus on himself for a little bit. So I am still pumping out content, 100% effort into Shallow, Storyfire, more content coming out, more frequently than it's ever have. So I will definitely, continue Shallow. And yes, it'll be rocky with, Drew not being in it, but let's just say I have something planned that I've been writing out for the past week and a half, just kind of like getting all the ideas gathered in my head, and I finally have a good blueprint that I'm following with Drew and his disappearance from Shallow. And yeah, it's going to be more Rouse focused, and there will be side characters and everything, still being implemented into it. I think I'm not letting anything stop Shallow, so it'll still. I mean, it's from what I have in my head, I can promise you guys it'll be great. It'll only improve, so don't be discouraged, and definitely stay tuned, because there's a lot of stuff coming that I'm pumped up about. So that answers that question, I hope. And yeah, I'm fucking excited, man. Dab for the Lemons, that's my girlfriend who's recording right now, asks, why are you so cute? I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you. Thanks, babe. I don't know. I'm just Storyfire. It really adds cuteness when you're a Storyfire creator.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to be cute, but when you go in Storyfire, motherfucker, you're hot. If you're a Storyfire creator, you're hot, because you're staying lit, man. That's what it's all about. We're all hot. There's some hot people on Storyfire.
I'd like to disagree.
I'm actually gonna take that back, because a lot of people on Storyfire are under the age of 16, so I'm not gonna say that. That's weird. But stay lit, guys. Stay hot.